Hey guys, it's Bella again. I would like to explain a theory that I came up with not too long ago in regards to ritual particles and black holes. Now keep in mind that my knowledge of physics is very limited, and I'm aware that there are still several problems with this theory, but it's a good starting point. I'm also aware that it is quite possible that this theory may have already been stated by someone elsewhere and may have also already been disproven, but I'd like to take a shot at it anyway. Now, to begin, I need to explain the universe to the best of my understanding. Basically, imagine a flat rubber mat suspended by all sides. This is space-time. When something sits on top of this rubber mat, such as a star, it warps the surface of the mat based on the mass of the object itself. This creates gravity. Think of when you were a kid and you rolled a penny down those spiral wishing wells. The well slowly dips deeper and deeper, and the penny spirals down toward the center of the well until it eventually falls in. This demonstrates gravity affecting a moon orbiting around a planet, or more specifically, mass being sucked into a black hole. Now, black holes occur when something becomes so supermassive it implodes in on itself and creates a larger than normal indent in the space-time rubber mat. When you think of a black hole, you normally think of something like this. A big black circle in the middle of nowhere that's sucking in everything around it, but really that's not the case. Technically, nothing can escape a black hole. However, a discovery was made when looking at black holes, like those that are at the center of galaxies, where it seems as if a giant beam of light is escaping the black hole. That imagery is depicted in this photo of a galaxy. See the beams of light shooting out of either side of the black hole? So, a solution was given for this problem: virtual particles. Think two little particles. One is positive, one is negative, sort of like opposite sides of a magnet. The theory is that space isn't actually a vacuum, but that it is filled with all of these little pairs. But this caused another problem. Where do these so-called virtual particles come from? After all, you can't create something from nothing. It's one of the most fundamental laws of science. So, another solution was stated. These particles, since they come in pairs and each pair is attracted to each other like opposite sides of a magnet, instantly rush towards each other and suffer a nice bang in the exact moment they are made, basically negating any problems with this very important law of science. Now, what exactly do these particles have to do with black holes? Well, essentially, the idea is that instead of these particles colliding upon creation, instead, one of these particles gets sucked into the black hole, while the other sad little guy stays behind and becomes radiation. This is that nifty light show that is seen from coming from the black hole. But in my mind, here comes another problem. Since these virtual particles are no longer going boom, that is still breaking that ever-daunting fundamental law of science. This is my theory. Let's take space-time, the space-time that we know, and flip it. Instead of it laying horizontal, it's now laying vertically. Okay, now let's make our black hole. Bang! Oh, what is that? Yes, the black hole isn't just a huge indent in space-time. It's actually now a big tear in space-time. Now, let's go back to our particles. One goes in, etc., etc., but now where does it go? There's a tear in space-time, but what's on the other side? This is where theories of parallel universes, etc., etc., come into play. One universe on one side and another identical universe on the other. So let's start again. We have two pairs, one on one side of space-time and one on the other. One of the particles breaks off and goes into the black hole, and it comes out onto the other side. At the same time, the identical particle on the other side is also going through the black hole and rushing out to meet the mate particle on the first side. And bam! The particles on both sides collide, and we now have no more issues. Now, as I said before, I'm aware that there are problems with this theory, and I'm in the process of trying to resolve them. I'm in no way a mathematician nor a genius. I simply am a dreamer with a passion for physics.